So today I will tell you how I've been backpacking with Afro hair. And yes, I don't have a lot of hair, but I did in the past. So my hair always been a very sensitive subject for many reasons. One, because it's really complicated to brush, it's really complicated to control. Also, because I've been growing up with people always wanting to touch it. Always comparing my hair as a sponge, you know, which is not really positive. It's always been something really hard to do to let my hair just in natural, you know. And my mom, because I have been adopted, my mom learned how to brush my hair and to do some hairstyles and stuff with me, because she didn't know prior to that. I never knew how to do it myself, which always been a problem because growing up I always had to go to the hairdresser. So I will tell you what I've been doing when I was traveling or backpacking, because prior to backpack I have been traveling since I was 16. I went to other countries, so I was working. I started working a little bit prior to 16, so officially I started working when I was 15 and started making money, okay? With this money I would travel. And the thing is, my hair was a subject. So how did I do? I will tell you everything. Before backpacking, I cut my hair. I did cut my hair. 2 years ago, when I really started backpacking, I cut my hair. For personal reasons, not because of backpacking, but I had to cut my hair, and then I was like, oh, it's way better. Because now I could travel without focusing too much on trying to find a hairdresser or stuff like that. But my hair, after a few months, grew. My hair grows really fast. And I remember I was in Egypt, and I don't know if you saw the videos, because I've been filming my travels. I had a lot of hair, like this in Egypt. So when it's like this, alright, but when it's more, I always want to do something with it, you know. A hairstyle. In Egypt, I was like, okay, I have to find a hairdresser, but not just any hairdresser, an Afro hairdresser. Why not any hairdresser? When I've been adopted, okay, when I arrived in France, they all said, we're sorry ma'am, we don't know what to do with her hair, we don't know how to, you know, how to brush it, we don't know how to make hairstyles with it, we don't know. So that's why I have to go to an Afro hairdresser. When I was in Egypt, I found someone who could do my hair. So she wasn't a hairdresser, but she was really kind enough to brush my hair and to do a hairstyle with it. You know, I just had to buy the extensions. It was, I remember, gray and extensions. And you know, to thank her, I gave her just a little bit of money. Actually, I gave her what I had with me. Yeah, she was very nice, and she didn't do this for money. First, she did it because she was kind enough to do it for me. You might be thinking, yes, but when I'm traveling and I'm in a country and I don't know anybody, how do I even find it if I don't find it on the internet, for example? Like if I cannot find a hairdresser, because when you're in a shop, it's more expensive. I don't know if you know that, but it's way more expensive than if it's someone that is just doing this for you, like, you know, in her house or in your house or whatever. Then what I did is find like Afro shops, like shops that will sell things like extensions and stuff like this, or like you know, like cream for Afro hair, stuff like this. And I will go to the shop owner and or any employees there, and I would ask if they knew someone that could do my hair. And usually yes, okay? If, let's say, they can't, go to another shop. Or you know what I even wanted to do is ask someone like who has my hair, the same type of hair than me, and has a hairstyle. I will go to her and I will say, do you know someone that can do my hair, because I'm traveling and I need someone to do my hair, and of course I will pay this person. Or internet, but internet, the thing is, as I said, you will have shop like Afro, hairdresser, that are working, you know, in a salon, but the salon is like, I mean, I don't know if the name in English is salon, but you know what I mean, in the shop. But it's more expensive because, of course, they need to, you need also to pay the taxes for the shop and stuff, so that's why it's more expensive there. Alright, or if you can do it yourself, then it's not a problem. And I don't know why you're here. But I mean, doing yourself takes a lot of time, and maybe you don't want to spend that much time by doing your hair when you're traveling. Maybe those hours you want to keep them to travel, which I can understand. And for those who don't know, it takes hours, okay? I remember I went to hairdressers the morning when I was a kid, and I would go out of this hairdresser the night. I would stay all day and I will eat sandwiches, and the person who would do my hair would not even eat at all. I can understand, even if you know how to do your own hair, that you don't want to spend those hours to do your hair, especially because I change hairstyles usually every 2 months. You know, so every 2 months, if you know how to do your hair, you have to do your hair yourself. I know the fact of cutting your own hair can be really, really complicated. And I get that, because before with me, I wouldn't even have thought of doing this. Like, it was a no-no. Like, I don't want to cut my hair. And then I did cut my hair not long ago again. Somehow it's easier, and somehow I also had all the personal issues that made me cut my hair again. But other than that, it was a choice. Right, like the second time was a real choice for me to cut my hair. I found a hairdresser when I was in Italy, backpacking in Italy. I found a hairdresser when I was in Barcelona, in Spain. It's harder to find a hairdresser, to find someone to do your hair, especially knowing how to do Afro hair. Especially, for example, if you're in Asia, if you're in Korea, if you're in Japan, it's going to be harder. You need to plan this in advance. I know I always say not to plan too much stuff in advance, but you need to foresee this. Okay, you need to see in advance how long you're going to go there. And for example, if you're in Italy before going to Asia, and you know that someone can do your hair, and it's going to stay approximately 2 months or 3, it depends. I know there's a lot of people on the internet that are shaming people, like, that are keeping their hairstyle more than 1.5 months. I don't shame, I don't care. You do whatever you want, you do what works for you. We're not all rich to go to every month to a hairdresser, okay? So if you want to shame me for this, give me the money to do this, or shut the fuck up. As simple as this, you know? So I'm not going to be the one to judge. And you just need to foresee this. So before leaving, do your hair, and then the next day you travel to Asia, and you know that you're going to stay around 2 months. If you know that you will stay longer, then don't hesitate. If you're seeing someone who has Afro hair there, and who, maybe this person is traveling, maybe even if she's just traveling, maybe she can do your hair. Maybe if you're saying, okay, I know you're just traveling here, but if you have time to do like a very quick thing, I will give you like, you know, some money. There's always a way. There's always a way. So I hope I helped you a little bit, because I know it's not the kind of things that you can see a lot on the internet when you're backpacking, you know, but when you're at Afro hair, it can be complicated, and it can be a question that you have. I hope you had the answers, you know, to the questions that you had, and you came to answer. Just comment it if you have more questions, if I didn't answer certain questions you had, And yes, please comment it. Don't DM me for that, because commenting will help me with YouTube algorithm. And just, you know, not only, it's just other people will see. Maybe I will respond to your comment, and I will respond to other people who had the same questions, you know. So let's help each other, and yeah, just be kind, be nice to each other, and I see you for another video. Bye.